In this video, we will add a footer to our project, which is the blog template. So, as you can see from here, the first thing we have here is an SVG for the Twitter, and then we have also the dev with class container, dev with class of row, and then we have 4 columns. In that way, we will use column of 6. Column of 3. And then for this part, we can just use column large of 3, but otherwise it will be column 6. And then we will add HR with margin top of 5, which is this horizontal line here. And then we have here the copyright of your name 2021. So here, as you can see from here, first thing we have a footer, then we have a container to make sure that there will not be an x-axis scrolling when because of the responsive design of the grid system. Secondly, we will add dev with class of row, align items to center, justify content large of start. That means that I want the items to be horizontally centered by adding align items center. And I want from the large screen, which is 992 pixels, until infinity to be having justify content start. But less than the 992 pixels, I wanted to have justify content to center, which is horizontal according to the x-axis. And thirdly, we have column large of 3 and column of 6. So let's go here. Let's make this screen smaller. Now we know what the footer will be look like. Okay, this is a demo. Let's go to the live one, scroll down. Okay, starting from here. Okay, after this section we can add a footer. Let's make it here footer. We can just add some space here. Footer with margin top of 5, and we can give it PG light, and also we can give it some padding PY of 5. And then inside it we can make container. Remember, you can use either container or container flight, but do not ever ignore them. And then we can make row. Let's add also line items to center, justify content to center, justify content large of start. Okay, and inside here we can make h4. The h4 will be for the header of the list, and then we can get the SVG from here. Copy the Twitter, copy, and then we can just paste it here, and we can type footer. After the h4, or just let's make it for the footer item. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this is really good. And after the header one, we can just make for the we forgot about the column. Sorry for that. Here we can make column large of 3 and column of 6. I hope this is clear to you. We can cut this one and make it here. Okay, right there. After the header, we can make UL with class of list unstyled. List unstyled, which is in the CSS list style to none. As you know, UL or OL has a numbered or an unnumbered or unordered. So to move this mark on the left, we can just give it list style to none. And in the Bootstrap, we can just add the class of list unstyled. List unstyled. Okay, and then inside here we can make LI, and inside it A with href of nothing, and we can give it a class. We want now to make this with color, the color of primary. For the link we cannot type text primary, but we can just type link primary. Let's type here something like item. We can save and go back, reload. Okay, so here we have for this one, but I want to remove this line here, which is below the item. So in the CSS we will add text decoration into none, but inside Bootstrap classes we can just add text decoration to none. Let's check it out. So here we have text decoration into none, and then we can just copy this one and paste it for more 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then what we can do is copy this column and paste it also for more 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We can now save and see what we have now. Okay, so that's very good. Let's try to make the screen larger. So this is working great and very responsive. What we just need to do here is to add for the copyright. So let's do it. We can go after this row. Yes, this is for the row. And then we can add HR and give it a class margin top of 5. After the HR, we can add a div, and let's give it a class text center, text muted, and then inside it we can make and copy your name 8/2021, or it's the end of August, so we can just type 9. Okay, so we can now reload the page. So here we have the copyright, and now we're done from this footer. If you got anything you want to think about or to ask about, you can send us on the Q&A. We have 2 more pages that you can build on yourself to test your experience with Bootstrap 5. You can also find them inside the PPT, the same PPT right here. If you go to the same one, go more, you can find some tips to know how to make it. I want you to challenge yourself. This will be a challenge, this will be an assignment, and the submission will be below this lecture. So good luck and have fun.